Hello, namaste, welcome, and congratulations. You almost reached the last level. Huh? So you crossed so many people and reached this level. This is a wonderful, wonderful news and something to celebrate, first of all, right? Something to pat yourself and say, very good. Okay. A lot of time we congratulate others, we take inspiration from others, but we rarely look at ourselves when we do something really good, right? You have done it, and I see the metrics generally, right? How do people register for the programs? How do they attend the classes? Where do they drop? For a lot of people, after like probably second level, third level, the motivation drops. It's a general life issues come up and then they drop generally, right? After that. But very few people, very few percentage of the people cross all those hurdles and come till the last level. And you have done that, right? For that, I really, really appreciate you, and finish this last level also, and you will win a certificate too. And you will more than the certificate, you will build a very healthy lifestyle. So we have talked about healthy dinner, sorry, we have talked about healthy breakfast, healthy lunch, and today we are going to talk about the healthy dinner and the challenge that you have to follow for the next 3 days as part of the last level. Okay, so we will talk about that. Let me quickly show you. Let me quickly show you. So before we talk about the dinner, I want to ask a simple thing to all of you. This is basically a question that you should make to yourself. So I'm going to show a few things on the screen. Just self assess whether you relate with any one of these, right? So do you eat dinner after 9:30 p.m. in the night? Do you relate with it? Just I'm not asking you to judge yourself. I'm just asking you to self assess. That's all, right? Just say yes or no in your own mind. Whether if it is true or false, just say that in your own mind and don't think about anything else. Okay, are you eating after 9 or 9:30 p.m.? Number one. Number two, do you eat your dinner while watching TV or while talking to your family, or basically doing some work parallelly and then eating dinner just as an activity? Like maybe you're working on a laptop, or maybe you are attending a meeting and then you're finishing the dinner, right? If you do that. And number three, do you eat similar portions as you eat in the lunch or breakfast? Generally, we eat a very large portion for lunch, no? Very large portion of rice or chapati and curry. Does your dinner also look the same? Right? Is your lunch and dinner significantly different or almost the same? Ask the same question to yourself. Okay. And number four, do you sometimes feel lazy, or do you sometimes lack the motivation to cook dinner or have dinner at home and you end up ordering or going outside? Right? Ordering is the most common problem these days because of a lot of delivery platforms that are coming in. Right? Most of the times, our cravings also come at night because maybe you had a bad day. Right? Maybe you don't have motivation. That is your lowest moment of the day. Right? You have the least energy, right? At that time, we basically give in to our cravings, we basically give in to our mind tries to play games around this type of time only, when our body energies are very low. And then you end up giving up yourself, and then you start eating from outside, you ordering from outside or going out and eating, right? So do you do that regularly? Just ask yourself whether you relate with this or not. And number five, no matter what happens, you still cook at home and you eat a balanced homemade dinner, right? I know the last one is like a very simple generic one, but mainly the first four ones you need to see, right? If you relate with any four of the first ones here, then this challenge is for you. We are about to change these things about your dinner for the in the next 3 days. Okay, that's the main intention of the challenge. These four are the fundamental reasons why a lot of people suffer with glucose or diabetic problems or inflammation, or whenever we call it poor lifestyle, poor lifestyle, poor lifestyle, right? These four constitute, any one of these four constitute one of the fundamental lifestyle issues for people, right? You should definitely remove this from your lifestyle and build a healthy diet routine, and that's what I'm going to help you build in the next 3 days. Okay, so let's look at why does dinner matter, and what generally happens if you have a healthy dinner. Generally, a lot of times we tend to follow some things but without knowing the real reason behind it, right? I'm going to explain quickly why I'm asking you, why I'm forcing you to follow this challenge, right? Sometimes it's like forcing only, because most of the times your mind doesn't want to do it, you don't have motivation, but still you're doing it because I'm forcing you, right? Why you have to do it, I'm going to explain quickly. If you have a good dinner, if you have a healthy dinner, then your sleep quality will improve significantly. A lot of times your day doesn't start the next day morning, your day starts today's night, right? Tomorrow starts today's night. Today night, if you have an early dinner and if you sleep well, tomorrow is going to be very well. Tomorrow morning you will wake up with full of energy and you will be ready to tackle all the challenges, right? So that is why eating right in dinner is important, because your sleep quality will improve. Next day morning, your number two, when you go to bathroom, you feel very light. After coming out of the bathroom, you feel extremely light. Very few people know this feeling. Every day, if your gut is getting empty, right, you're not carrying yesterday's baggage, right? Then an empty stomach early in the morning versus a half empty stomach makes a significant difference in your digestion, your energy levels, your mind also in the next day, right? You will feel very light if you have a good dinner. Number three main thing is you will improve your digestion. Most of the times you suffer from gastritis, right? Gastric problem, we call it gastric problem. No, we take eno and multiple other remedies, home remedies, warm eno, soap water, and all of that. No, generally the gastric problem comes at night only. If you are having poor dinner at a very wrong time, late night, then you definitely will get gastritis issues over a long period of time, right? Your dinner is very important for improved digestion. Hmm? And number four, if you have the right kind of dinner at the right time, you will also not have late night snacking. Especially the younger generation and the people who are in the corporate world, who are working, they have this problem. They have a dinner and at 11, 12 o'clock, they feel cravings and they open up a chips packet or they open up an ice cream and then they start eating, right? So these are the problems that get solved when you have a healthy dinner. That is why dinner matters. Okay, I'm going to make your dinner healthy in the next 3 days. So how do we do that? Day one, only one rule. You don't have to do anything. Only one rule: eat whatever the dinner that you are having, but have it before 7:30. Even if you are eating just pani puri and chaat, also no problem. I'm not going to stop you, but have it before 7:30 p.m. Okay, this is very difficult for a lot of people. This is one of the toughest things for a lot of people. Maybe in their entire life they might not have had dinner before 7:30, unless there is a emergency need. Like for example, you're going for a journey, there is a flight to catch, and you have an early dinner at home and you go. Unless such kind of circumstance comes, nobody generally eats before 7:30 p.m. For generations, humans were eating at this time only, before 7:30 p.m. Only in the last 30 years after the electricity came, 30 40 years after the electricity came, we started eating late, right? None of our ancestors were eating at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. at night. They were all finishing their dinner 1 hour after the sunset. And our generation and the last two generations before us spoiled or basically got rid of that habit. And that is why the issues started coming in our body. So follow this on day one. No, no other rule, no other restriction. Just finish your dinner before 7:30. Some tips also I'll give you to keep your dinner. Keep this possible, to make this possible before 7:30. Right. Number one, plan your dinner early. Most of the times people have a late dinner because they start planning very late. You basically start thinking about what to cook for dinner at 8 p.m. at night, right? At 8 p.m. you start thinking what to have for dinner. By the time it gets prepared, it will be 9 9:30, and then you will have a very late dinner. You are making a homemade meal, you are putting in all that effort, you are buying very costly ingredients, and still you are eating at the wrong time. Because of that, you are spoiling your health. Okay, instead of that, start planning early. When you have your lunch, at that time itself you plan your dinner, what to cook for dinner, and keep all the ingredients and keep everything ready by 6 6:30. Complete cooking at 7 o'clock, 7 to 7:30. Finish your hot meal. Okay, and your dinner is done by 7:30. Okay, keep it simple. No need to have any fancy dinners. Just one rice and some dal. Even dal rice is also okay for dinner. Or you can have just some chapati and one curry, right? Even if there is leftover curry from afternoon also, you can have it happily, no problem at all. Keep it simple. If it is simple, then you will be able to follow it. Okay, do not wait until you feel very hungry. A lot of times at 7 7:30 6 6:30 we don't feel hungry, right? Because we might have had some snacks in the evening, right? Because of that, you may not be feeling hungry. Even though you're not feeling hungry, do not wait till you feel hungry, because when the moment you start feeling hungry, you will eat more. For dinner, that's a very bad habit. For lunch, I agree, that's okay, but for dinner, it's a very bad habit. Whether you are hungry or not hungry, finish your dinner. Okay. And main another important point, keep something ready if you actually feel hungry at 9 10 p.m. if you had an early dinner. Generally, when you finish our dinner at 7:30 p.m., maybe you might feel a little bit hungry at 9:30 10, and you end up eating again. So that is like counterproductive, right? You should not be doing that. Okay, so what you should do is, in case if you are feeling that, if you are having that problem, keep one small cup of milk aside, just boil it and then have that milk. Okay, small cup, just the quantity as you have it for tea, right? The similar quantity you can keep the milk. You can also add some turmeric into it if you want. You can add some ilachi into it if you want. You can also add some almonds into it if you want, and then have that milk and then sleep like a baby. Okay, do not have anything else, just one small cup of milk, and you can have that. If you don't drink milk, any other alternative small drink is fine, like lemon water or maybe some warm drink. I'm saying not the cold drink, but warm drink. Any warm drink you can prepare and you can have it. Not tea, coffee. Except tea and coffee, you can have it anything. You can have anything. Okay, these are some tips for early dinner. Day one, you only have to follow this: early dinner before 7:30. Okay, now day two challenge. One of the biggest problem for many people when it comes to dinner is we treat the dinner just like our lunch, and we end up eating the same amount of rice, same amount of chapati for dinner as well. Even if you are eating lesser also, the carbohydrates quantity is still higher than it's supposed to be. I'll give a simple example. I'll ask a simple question, right? Do you ever charge your phone like 8 to 9 p.m., like in between 8 to 9 p.m.? By 9 p.m. the charge is full, right? There is no particular use for it, right? Because you will not be using your phone for the rest of the night. You will only be using in the next day morning, right? You put it on charge, the phone is full of charge. Will you use it for the rest of the night, right? So you generally put it on charge when you sleep, correct? So that it will be useful for the next day morning, right? So dinner is also like that. Your carbohydrates are like energy for your body. You don't need energy at night. You don't need a lot of energy. In fact, the dinner time, or sorry, in fact, the night time or the night half of the 24 hours window is the least active window for your body. Your body is sleeping. There is no movement in your body. You don't have any activities to do. Only for the body to clean up, basically the bodily functions. For that only you need energy. For that, a light dinner is enough, right? So you should not have any glucose heavy dinner or carbohydrate heavy dinner at night. So to change this habit, day two, I'm asking you to eat a no carb dinner. Try no carb dinner at least once or twice a week. So day two of this challenge, day after tomorrow, you are going to follow this. So what should you do? What should you do? I'm showing you 10 recipes on screen. You can follow any one of these recipes. I'm not asking you to have this recipe on the side of your dinner, right? I'm asking you just this as your dinner, nothing else. Okay, you can make thick curd and vegetable bowl, or you can make omelette. Just have an omelette. It is very easy to make. Or you can have a vegetable salad, or you can have a paneer salad, or you can have a sandal, right? Sandal is nothing but you have chickpeas, no, white big chickpeas, no. So you boil them, you add some vegetables to it, you put some tadka, and then you mix it, and then you have it. That sandal also you can have. All of these are very rich in protein and fiber, but there are no carbohydrates in it. Very little carbohydrates. You are not having any rice or any chapati for your dinner. You are only having one of these items. So why I'm suggesting this is, you will notice the change in your body if you follow this for few days a week at least. Even in my diet sessions, I keep adding this at least 2 to 3 days a week, so that the people end up eating lesser carbohydrates throughout the day. And generally the carbohydrates eaten at night are the most damaging ones for your body, because your body is not moving a lot, no. So that is why this change is extremely important. Day 2 challenge, have a simple no carb dinner, at least one of these 10 options. Okay, and if you are able to do this, then move on to the day 3 challenge. Day 3 challenge is very, very simple. You have tried millets for breakfast, you have tried millets for lunch, you have done both the challenges, no. Now try your now try millets for dinner. Okay, there are wonderful recipes if you want to try millets for dinner. There is ragi dosa, there is ragi mudde, there is pongal with koralu. Koralu is little millet, right? You can have pongal, you can have vegetable upma with millets. Any millet that is available to you, you pick it. With the same millet, you can make any of these recipes, right? That's the beauty of millets. Millets can go with anything. Wherever you can use rice, you can use millets also in there. That's the wonderful beauty of the millet, right? So you should definitely follow at least one of these recipes on the day 3. So I'm again repeating: day 1, 7:30 dinner, no other rule. Before 7:30 finish your dinner. Day 2, before 7:30 have your dinner. Along with that, have a no carb dinner, right? No carbohydrates at all. I have shown you 10 recipes. Those recipes will also be there in the PDF. You can also access them on the PDF. You don't have to take a screenshot or remember. It will be there in the PDF, don't worry. So day 2, have 7:30 before 7:30 have your dinner. Along with that, have a no carb dinner. Day 3, before 7:30, have your dinner and have a millet dinner. Okay, have a millet dinner. These are the 3 rules. If you do this challenge, follow these 3, then your dinner lifestyle will get changed. Dinner routine will get changed significantly. Okay, so along with this, you also remember what all to follow from the previous challenges. Continue drinking 9 glasses of water. Have a fruit in the breakfast. These are all we have done it as part of the challenge, right? I'm just repeating it for you. Prefer a protein or millet breakfast instead of a regular carb breakfast like dosa, vada, etc. Prefer a protein or millet breakfast. I have given 7 options. You can pick any one option each day and you can have it as well. Sleep rules, I have given 5 sleep rules. Follow those sleep rules. And number 5, have any protein salad or any fiber salad in your lunch. If you can't have protein or fiber salad, prefer a millet lunch. I have given you, we have done all these 5 in the last few challenges. You repeat them, along with that follow the dinner. Okay, do not drop the good habits from the previous challenges. Continue taking them forward. Along with that, include one more habit. And once you do the dinner challenge right, your complete lifestyle routine is fixed. We have fixed our breakfast, we have fixed our dinner, we have fixed our lunch, we have fixed our dinner. Along with that, in between, we have fixed our sleep, we have fixed our hydration. Overall, your body is set. Overall, your body is set. Okay, so try to follow this as much as possible. And after this challenge, if you complete this, then you will be getting a certificate. So that will also, I'll be sharing with your name on it, that you have completed the free yoga challenge with Healthy Day. And most importantly, more than the certificate, you will be ready to build a wonderful lifestyle with all the habits you collected during this free program. Okay, if you're not following this, then all my effort is going into waste. If you're just listening to it and moving on, then there is no point. If you follow it, then my efforts are justified. Okay, that's my only intention for you. So let's meet in the next session. Thank you for watching this. All the very best for the next 3 days for dinner diet challenge. And as always, I wish you a happy and healthy day through yoga. Bye bye.